Hello friends, we're back. It's time to feed our worms and check on them. It's been a little bit longer than I'd like. We're up to about day 7 since our last check-in. Unfortunately, earlier this week when I was going to go feed them, it was a bit of a rough week for us. Unfortunately, we had to put our kitty down. She was 19. So, can't be really that shocking to anybody, but her situation deteriorated really quickly towards the end, and we just were consumed in that situation. So, I knew the worms were okay, so I don't mind leaving them a little bit longer. I have had them wrapped. Just pulled that off for us to check on. And just a quick recap, about a week ago now, we didn't feed this tier. We had just checked on them. This tier, which is tier 3, got worms that were being baited in tier 2 that got moved up to here. And then they didn't really get to, I don't think we really fed them much, if anything. So it should be a pretty interesting thing to see what we have this time in here. And I have my scooper ready to go, and I did actually prepare some foods in the freezer, so I knew they're nice and safe. And I just got some stuffed rolls because I figured that would be easier for handling when they're defrosted. And I still have shredded cardboard on hand. I still have some tortillas on hand that are old and gross. So let's just get in. Now I'm going to actually go straight to check to the bottom. So I'm not sure how well it'll focus, but we're gonna start there today so we can see how much is happening. Okay. So yeah, I don't think you guys can see really well. Let's go take a look. See here. So remember, this is the layer that we're trying to empty out. Looks beautiful. They're really doing a great job in here, finishing up all of the cardboard remnants and whatnot. So I'm very thankful for that. I also see that the avocado are getting further down. So actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'm going to put you guys here. And really quickly, I'm going to move the cover off of the other bin so we can scoop them in really quick if I need to. Okay, so really quick. This is bin 3. You can see here, tier 3, that I just pulled the other layer off over here. But I figured that way, if there are some worms here that we can scoop out from our baiting, that we have a spot to put them. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot here, but I'm gonna try and get a few because, you know, we're trying to migrate this layer. So anything we can relocate. Oh, hey friend, you look like you can come with me. Yeah, we'll try and put you to a good home. I don't know if he agrees with me or not, but all right. And then there is one more avocado over here that does have a small little worm ball going. Hey friends. Hey worm ball. Yeah. Look at all those big guys. Okay. They're gonna go in there. Now there's obviously still worms in here doing their worm thing, and there's obviously still food in here. Oops, somebody forgot to take their label off. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let these avocados, since there's still meat in it, I'm gonna let them continue their avocado life. But I have some fresh, completely hollowed out avocado shells that I'm gonna put over here in hopes that since they're empty, or you know, mostly empty, it might be easier to bait some of the other remaining worms in. I think I honestly just left them too long this time, and that's why we had a little bit of trouble. But overall, that is already a smoother migration. So the next bin we're gonna check on here is bin number 3, which is whom bin 2 got migrated over towards. So this should be interesting to see. Now, prior to last time, because last time it says we didn't feed anybody, we just moved the bin, or oh my gosh, we moved the worms from 2 to 3. So 3, the last feeding, about 10, 12 days ago, it says we put strawberries in the middle and tortillas on top. I don't see any tortilla, but I probably buried it. But we'll look. So this is the stuff that we just tossed in here. Probably should have picked a better spot. Oh, yep. There's some tortilla. You can tell by its green moldiness. Okay, so they're still working on their tortillas. Let's see if there's any strawberries. I see no strawberries. I see no signs of strawberries. How surprised are you guys? All right, so, oh, apparently I put an avocado over here. That sounds like something I would do. Okay, well, we'll just rebury that over here. Hopefully that counts. All right, so then time for some feeding. Now this tier is looking really great so far, especially for a new tier. I'm very proud of the progress. Since I know there's worms on the other side, and I don't see any worms over here because I don't believe there's ever been a feeding over here, I'm going to use that to my advantage because this is still somewhat cool. It's been defrosting for about an hour, but I'm gonna put 2 full rolls of like random bananas, lettuce, some strawberry tops in them, and I'll show you guys before I bury them what it looks like. So we got 2 rolls. They're not super compacted in the sense of like how full they are, but I'm hoping that will help again prevent the gnat stuff that we had issues with earlier. And I used to do this and I didn't have gnat problems, and when I started free feeding and just kind of tossing stuff in is when stuff started to go awry. And obviously there's a lot of different factors there, but because it's already kind of like encased, I like to think that that helps make some of this a little bit better. So we fed them on the left side on here, so I think that's great. I'm not gonna fuss too much. There's a lot of bedding and whatnot in here, and also just so you guys can see, here's about how much space there is right now in the bin. So still got plenty of room. We're within very reasonable limits. I don't think I'm gonna put anything paper towel or bedding wise in here. I mean, I guess I do have one paper towel I just got avocado on, so I should probably put that in here. But I'm not super worried about it in this instance. And then this is our tier 1, our next oldest one, and he last time, before I open it up, just wanted to make sure so we made them in the bottom right, my notes, it says we put strawberries and tortillas, and then we put over here some avocados. So this should be interesting to see how they are doing. Oh boy. Okay, well, first off, a lot of guys hanging on the outsides. So I'm just gonna spend a quick minute here trying to make sure we get as many people back into their safe, happy spots. Okay, so time to see how these guys are doing. And this is one of the older bins, or this is the remaining elder bin, I suppose. So I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, are we still feeding? Are we not? But let's check and see how our strawberries are doing. Or was it strawberries on this side? Let me look at my notes here. Bottom right, yep, strawberries and tortillas. Well, I see a little bit of tortilla, maybe? And no, I think that's like that's an old avocado. All right, well, oh wait, nope, that's a paper towel. I don't see any tortilla. Let's see if I can find some avocado over here. There's a lot of bedding in here, so that's why I'm like, what are we looking at? I see the worms. I don't see what we're eating in here, but okay, so they're ready to eat. They are ready. So this week I am going to fluff this back over. We're gonna also pull this cardboard over. Let's see. bring you guys in. I'm just trying to assess how much worms food. Oh, okay. Maybe I miswrote this. Maybe I meant to say the opposite. There's obviously some avocado action happening here. All right, we'll leave you guys to it. I think I wrote my notes wrong. Yeah, here, this looks more right. This is where the strawberries are. I can smell the strawberries, actually. Oh, yeah. Okay. So they're still working on it. I was like, man, are there really that many in here? And there are over here. All right. So that makes more sense. Just wrote my notes down wrong. Okay. So I am going to use this then, because I don't see a lot of worms over here in this little corner. So I will feed just my one remaining toilet paper roll. And I'll show you guys how I put that in. Nothing fancy. And we're just gonna cover him back up with all of our existing bedding. I'm trying not to put too much more bedding in because there's a lot of bedding in here, and I think, I don't want to say it's too much, but I think I'm, you know, probably above where I should be. So I'm gonna leave that like that for now, and mostly on account of I have them out and I don't know what else to do, I'm just gonna put a tortilla on the top just for funsies to see how they decide to move around, because it's kind of a central location. So I'm curious to see if we'll see biting from any of the locations where we know they're at. So that's, I mean, that's all there is to it this week, guys. I'm pretty glad this setup allows for some, you know what, I don't even think it's a setup. I think it's just the nature of having worms. Like they're pretty easygoing if you're looking for pets, but this whole process isn't meant to be a super stressful thing either. So I am thankful that this is reflective of such a trying week that we've had. So thank you guys for your patience, as the videos have been a little bit more delayed. Not too long ago, we just posted the update of the garden as it currently stands. So if you're a Florida gardener or container gardener looking to see how things are going on our end, by all means, there's that. I also have posted the updates on the heirloom roses, the updates on the rose pruning this year, all sorts of stuff. So if that is interesting to you beyond just worms, make sure you check that other content out on my channel. Oh no, let me save this guy over here. Alright guys, I gotta go save this guy and then all the two that I dropped earlier by accident. So thanks for checking out this update. And yeah, worms are doing really good. We're figuring it out. We figured out how not to mess it up for right now. So yay!